So I'm here at Finca Morpho. It's Ticon here again. And I'm doing a little Ticon talks today. And today I just want to talk a little bit about the emotional landscape and our awareness and our ability to navigate our emotions. I think it's really important for the purpose of this conversation to distinguish between feelings and emotions. Your feelings are extremely complex and essentially are intuitional signals, guides, and markers showing you intricate details about your life and how your soul wants to interact with it, or you, or however you want to see it. An emotion, I like to call it energy in motion. And the emotions, I feel, are universal for everyone. Everyone's feelings are unique, but emotions are a universal consequence of the construct of reality. And so we can all know what sadness feels like, and desperation, and loneliness, and joy, and love. Those are feelings that settle in the body and create states. And we can allow two things to happen in this dualistic world. We have feelings rooted in love, and we have feelings rooted in fear. And as we're navigating our emotional landscapes and navigating our feelings, if we're not able to process or integrate or understand our feelings, they start to move energy inside of us. And that movement of energy creates an emotion. And the emotion makes us much more likely to bring attention to the feeling because it's heavy, in the sense of heavy emotions. Also in the sense of higher emotions, you're able to glean more about yourself through the emotion that's taking hold in your experience. And so I think, and I also recommend that it's really important when you're looking at your ability to navigate your surroundings and navigate your emotions when you're being around people, is that if you're not aware of the emotion that you're holding, then everything about your experience is going to be shaded through that emotion, meaning it's going to make it hard for you to be super critical or non-attached to what you feel is the truth of the situation. And that's going to make it much harder to find resolution in any situation. So what I can see time and time again, from relationships with children to relationships with adults, is the negative emotional train or loop. And what happens is somebody has some feelings, they don't honor their feelings, and then they get emotional. And that person starts to begin to speak emotionally to other people, spreading that emotional energy through their vibration and through their voice. Well, this other person can feel it and sense it, and they then can't, in these situations, resolve the feelings that arise. They don't know how to navigate them, to create boundaries, to communicate effectively and authentically, and they begin to build energy inside of them, and then they begin to embody an emotion as well. And in both of their emotional states, neither side is able to perceive empathetically what the stance of the other person is. And both person gains this self-righteous sense of justice and purity, that their cause is right because they feel so heavily for it, when really it's just this emotion that's trying to draw them into focusing on their feelings so that they can see a deeper truth about their actions and their reactions. And so it doesn't really matter who started it first. You can go back on forever. No, I think it was you. First you got mad, and then you were mean to me. No, then you got mad, and no, it was this person. It doesn't really matter, because the cycle is just going to continue. It's going to continue until one person decides that they're going to put enough awareness to their emotions to realize that what they're feeling through those emotions aren't the truth that they want to identify with. And by choosing that, they're gonna gain just enough energy to break that pattern and maybe be authentic and say, you know what, I'm sorry for being mean, I'm super emotional, I didn't mean to take it out on you. And the first person to become vulnerable and to open up opens the doorway to stop the negative train from continuing to go down to the next station. So I hope this makes sense for you. I'm really looking forward to start a dialogue as this conversation grows larger. I know there's many other people doing this as well, but I really feel called to participate, and I feel called to explain what I've come to understand in the ways that I have come to understand them. So I really appreciate you being here today. Hopefully it's not too loud with the ocean, but I figured you deserve a wonderful view. This is where I spent my morning here at Finca Morpho. Came down Sunday morning, family day, did some personal meditation, about to go spend some time with the family. Really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. GoPro, stop recording.